All right, we're going to call the meeting to order Tuesday, May 25, 11 o'clock a.m. Proper notice was given and a quorum is present. We are missing one board member. Stand and pledge allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
It's good to be back together, guys. Glad to have us all here. And any recognitions? Public comments?
It was Act of 2410, Interstate Light Conformity Test.
Good morning. I had spoken to Mr. Garza earlier, and you may not get to item 3, so I'm taking this advantage. And also taking advantage of the fellow in front of me, because though he had planned to be off the city commission at this juncture, he's still presently on. And the way the law is written, there could have been a potential challenge to that. But I think the past history of Harlingen indicates that though the term is now in vogue, that the election has consequences, traditionally Harlingen has been able to work in a collegial manner so that Mr. De La Rosa is not being challenged for at least another month, more or less. So that item that got deferred based on Ms. Burke's absence speaks to what I think true patriots should adhere to, which is 1 month from now, it should have a runoff election results. And I don't think if you can delay it today for her absence, I think you can delay it briefly. I don't think it'll change the trajectory of Harlingen too much unless we start losing this collegiality. So I was hoping that y'all would keep in abeyance your selection until Mr. De La Rosa's replacement is on board, because they may have a different perspective. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Okay, item number 1, consider approval of April 25, 2021 regular board meeting minutes. Okay, move. Second. And second, Martin, thank you. Mickey moved, Martin seconded. All in favor, say aye. Aye. All opposed, say same sign. Motion carries. Minutes are approved. Let's consider item number 2. Consider approval of April 30, 2021 financial report.
Typically, you all have financials and minutes on the consent agenda. We didn't put them on the consent agenda today because we're going to talk about budget amendments later on. If you all want to talk about the financials themselves, I'll be happy to answer any questions. But just briefly going through it, as of April 2021, our fund balance indicates a restriction of $424,840 for debt service, an unassigned fund balance of $7,842,241, and a non-spendable amount of $1,847,816. Total assets equal $10,885,014, with total liabilities equaling $770,117, resulting in a total fund balance of $10,114,897. Of course, that's the short-term liabilities. Long-term liabilities are in your packet also, along with the capital assets and long-term liabilities sheet, which is on page 4 of the financial packet, showing total assets of $30,347,957, with long-term liabilities of $23,830,798. So our net position in investment and capital assets is $6.5 million.
Thank you.
Right now on the check register, there's a check for $400,000. That was, it says void, but in total. What was that? What was that an incentive?
The $400,000 check is intended to TJ Maxx. Target 2.1.
So that was paid.
It was paid. There was a void because there was a typo in the first check that was out there, so they had to restore it. But it has been paid.
And that completes
Our obligation. Yes.
Great.
The financials, yes.
Get a motion to approve the financials. April 30, 2021.
Yes, I'll make that motion.
Thanks, Ricky. You have a motion? Thank you. Appreciate it. Motion, second. And all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Motion carries, financials approved. Item number 4.
Well, actually, on item number 3, I just want to make sure that everybody understands that we're going to just pass it because one Linda Burke isn't here. And so, being that we would have.
That's all the more reason to.
No more value now.
But she wouldn't be able to run the first meeting, so for us, it's.
That's exactly what we're talking about.
And Eric hasn't actually served a full year because of the pandemic and everything that happened over a year ago. We brought him on board as the president later in the game, so he gets to serve another 30 days at least.
It'll be fun with me.
So if you all don't mind, we'll just pass on that.
Thank you for interrupting me there. That needed to be done. Appreciate it. All right, so are we ready to move on to executive session then?
Yes, sir. Executive session pursuant to chapter 551, subchapter D, VPCA Government Code Section 551.072 regarding the purchase, lease, or value of real estate. If the deliberation in an open meeting would have a detrimental effect on the position of the Development Corporation of Harlingen, Inc. in negotiations with a third party regarding some of the following projects and/or contemplated or pending litigation, or matters where legal advice is requested of the attorney on a matter in which the duty of the attorney to the board under the Texas disciplinary rules of professional conduct of the State Bar of Texas clearly conflicts with the Act. Section 551.071 of the Texas Open Meetings Act and/or executive session pursuant to 551 subchapter D, VTCA Government Code Section 551.087 regarding commercial and financial information from business prospects with which the board is conducting economic development negotiations and/or to discuss or deliberate financial or other incentives related to the following projects: A, Project Home Office; B, Project Tyler; C, Project Breeze; D, Project Candyman; E, Project Cops; and F, Project Travel.
Move on to executive session. Second. We made a